Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the FearFans podcast. I'm your host, Don Elmy, and with me is my friend Joe.
How
And
you doing?
yeah, we're gonna have others joining us real soon. Here, let me just post here. Let me just make sure the link through Facebook is going through public. Often. Oh, here, yep, it keeps on doing this. Keeps on making it private when I specifically want it to be public, so everybody can watch. Kind of defeats the purpose. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just looking for it to share it out
Okay. Well,
on
should be
our
out now.
page. Yeah, there it is. Okay.
There it goes. Perfect. So, yeah, tonight we are covering another, something that a few people have wanted me to check out. And oh, hey, Leon, good to see you. And yeah, this is a film that I remember from childhood, or more specifically, I remember seeing like advertisements for it on those old VHS tapes back in the day. Yeah, so this B movie from the '80s called Critters, and this was like a lot of people considered this to be like one of the ripoffs of Gremlins because when Gremlins became successful, there were lots of people
Yeah,
were trying to cash in.
but it was like out 2 years before Gremlins, wasn't it?
Yeah, apparently they were writing it 2 years before Gremlins, so it was just a coincidence, I
I
guess.
mean, when this came out, I just graduated from high school the year before.
Ah, I see. So yeah, this came out in 1986, and yeah, and this was also written like I believe this was directed by Steven Herrick, and I've seen like most of the stuff he's done has been comedy movies. Let's see, he's done right after this he did Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Like Keanu Reeves. Yeah,
Yeah,
George
that was
Clooney,
a good one.
good one. Let's see, Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead.
Yeah, that was funny as hell.
Yeah, Mighty Ducks. Oh, and also the first Disney movie that I remember seeing in theaters when I was 4 years old. That live action 101 Dalmatians, the one with Glenn Close. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a
Hey,
good
oh, hey,
movie
Hannah.
too.
Yes, I did get a haircut. They cut the front a little bit shorter than what I wanted them to, but it's whatever. Whatever. I got the fastest growing hair in the world, so it'll take care of itself. So
I don't even know what a haircut is.
nice. Yeah, and let's see. And this also stars Dee Wallace. Yeah, like you've seen like needs no introduction. You've seen her in all sorts of work, and she also, of course, plays the mom in this because she already did play the mom in E.T. and Cujo before this, so why not?
Yeah, there's a movie you can't get many girlfriends to watch, especially when you own a dog, is Cujo.
Hey, Tom, how's it going? Oh, hey, Irene, good to see you.
I was like running around to the last minute because I was just on another podcast,
Thanks, Anna.
a local podcast with the guys that have like a local cover band, but they also do a podcast and stuff like that.
Oh,
And it went a little longer than I thought. And then I looked when I got down in the fridge, there was one beer. I went, oh, that ain't gonna work. So I had to go out and get more.
Yeah, you go make a beer run.
Yeah.
Hey, no worries, I got you.
I had to settle for Miller Lite instead of Molson Ice. But
Hey,
hey,
there's nothing wrong with that. Comes right out of Milwaukee. Right
Miller
here in
Lite, good call.
Wisconsin.
Good call, man. Yeah. So yeah, we were just discussing like who was involved with Critters. We just talked about Dee Wallace, and yeah, like no introduction needed. She's been in we've seen her in several different movies. Let's see. Also, this serves as the theatrical film debut for Scott Grimes, who I remember first hearing his voice.
no relation to Rick.
No. Yeah, but I remember him like today he's like known for voicing what was his name, Steve Smith in American Dad. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he
yes.
was yeah.
Yep, he was also in the show The Orville, which was also created by Seth MacFarlane, and so yeah, he's been in all kinds of great TV shows. Like let's see, Party of Five, Band of Brothers. He's really made a name for himself over the years after this. So he plays Brad Brown in this and reprises his role in the second film, which reminds me, I got to set up a watch party for the second film. I'm guessing this coming weekend before we cover that on the next week.
Oh,
Yeah. So
did you have a chance to look at the trailer I was talking about?
Oh yeah.
For Pin, I think that's what it's called, Pin.
Oh yeah. Sorry, not yet. I've been busy for the past 24 hours, but
I found out some interesting facts about that movie.
Yeah, Pin. I have to
Like
check that out.
the dummy in that movie is voiced by what's his name, Jonathan Banks,
Oh,
which
Jonathan.
was Mike Armentrout in Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
I was so blown away when I heard that. I was like, really? That didn't even sound like him.
Oh, here, Irina's saying can't find the show on Facebook. I put a link to this on our group chat on the Facebook Messenger. Yeah,
Yeah, where is everybody at, man?
Just look at Facebook
Nick
Messenger.
said something that he just got off a meeting and heading home now.
Okay, run, Nick, run,
run, Nick, run.
Wow, that is cool.
That was yeah.
Yep, that was wild. Nice. Let's see. Oh, also this film also serves as the second movie for Billy Zane, who plays the older sister's boyfriend Steve in this. Yeah. So yeah, his second ever movie. I guess he didn't really have much to say when he was in Back to the Future.
Yeah, well, not really.
No.
Let's
see. But he did rise to fame when he played Cal Hockley in Titanic. Yeah, he played the main villain of Titanic, and he also played. Oh yeah, he also played the final boss in one of my all-time favorite video games, Kingdom Hearts, and I did a live stream on that, and it took me several dozen times to beat him. Oh, speaking of Titanic, there was one. There have been all kinds of familiar. Obviously, there's all kinds of familiar names and faces throughout the Critter series, but there is one big name in the third film, one of the A-list actors in Hollywood. Here, I'm gonna show you a picture of him in Critters 3, which was
Kevin Bacon.
Which was his film. It was his film debut, the first time he's ever been in a movie. Does anybody recognize this kid?
That's a critter. Oh wait, no, wait.
Critter.
Oh, that's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo, yeah.
Whatever
his name is.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio's very first movie was Critters 3. And
how about that?
Yeah, back then he enjoyed working with these things. He thought that the Critters monsters he thought they were pretty cool, but since then he's doesn't like talking about the movie.
Well, he'd rather talk about Gilbert Grape.
Yeah. He'd rather talk about the bigger and better things that he's been in lately.
Yeah.
So
Gilbert Grape was a good movie, though.
It was. It definitely was. It was one of his and Johnny Depp's best. One of, not many, not the most, but
I've seen some better Depp movies than that one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Fear and Loathing was awesome. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Oh,
where he played Hunter S. Thompson, and he talked like this all the time. And it was really weird, but he talked like this. That was a great movie.
Oh man, yeah. So, I'm just waiting for everybody else to come on.
I did pour out the show on the podcast that I was on too. By the way, I said I'll be on there at 9:30 tonight, and I said it's FearFans, and they put the link up in their little chat and everything. It's more of a podcast than it is a vodcast, but they have a video going at the same time.
Oh,
so they put the link on the video chat. So if anybody comes here, cool.
Yep. Hey, Billy.
Well, that can be done when you use StreamYard.
Well, you know what? I actually talked to them about using StreamYard, and I think I may have converted some people from a Facebook Live to a StreamYard thing. So StreamYard should be paying me.
Yeah.
Because I have converted so many people to StreamYard over the years.
I have helped a few people get started with podcasting, and they were doing it just going live on Facebook only.
Yeah,
and it's like, man,
and that's what these guys were doing. And I said, dude, if you go to StreamYard, you could have a YouTube channel and an Instagram, and
exactly.
Yeah. Oh, here,
Billy. I think Ghoulies was a great series, especially as I said to Don in his stream the other night. It might have been last night. That in Ghoulies 2. Royal Dano actually had a part in that, which Royal Dano is like a Western actor. Yeah. And he was also in House 2.
House 2, second story. That's right.
Yeah, he played the grandpa cowboy character that was in that. That was the first time I saw him was in that movie. And I've seen him in like Gunsmoke and stuff like that when he's younger. And he's an awesome actor. But yeah, the Ghoulies series, I think was actually better than the Critters series, to be honest.
Yeah, I remember 8 years and years ago when I was 8 and I was going to Blockbuster, like decided to just pick any random horror movie, and I picked Ghoulies, and I wasn't too impressed by it. I
No, the
don't know.
first one wasn't that great,
No,
but
No,
after
that's a
that,
bad word, Don.
it got a little more into the occult.
right?
After the first one,
Yeah, the second one took place in like an amusement park where they where everybody mistook the Ghoulies for like a haunted house attraction.
yeah.
You guys should cover
But
Ghoulies for the podcast. Yeah,
but
maybe
even better would be the Puppet Master series.
Okay, yeah,
Just
well, yeah,
saying.
Puppet
Master. Oh, there's a series.
Yeah,
Those were
I did
great.
I did like Puppet Master. Yes.
But this movie that I
Blockbuster.
suggested to Don, Pin, you guys got to go look at that. It's from 1988. It's called Pin. It has like a whole psychodrama.
Hey, Jill.
Hey, Jill, you're not here yet, but hey, it has like a whole psychodrama thing going on where it does have like the movie Psycho feel to it.
Yeah.
And you guys got to check that out because I think we should cover that because it's like creepy and it's 80s and it's cool.
Sure would. Yeah. Hey, Jill, good to see you.
Hi, Jill.
Hey, Amanda, welcome. Oh, so Jill, we were just talking about the cast that are like the people that have been in the Critters movies, and there's one big name that was in the third film that will surprise you. Here, I'll go ahead and show the picture. Yeah, this is his very first movie was Critters 3. Yeah. Yeah, Leonardo
was a
DiCaprio.
baby.
I know.
Jack.
He was only he was a teenager at the time. So this is back when he started really making a name. He started making a name for himself in the movies that he was in after that. Yeah, when
Was he what TV series was he on? Was that Growing Pains he was on?
I didn't watch Growing Pains. I didn't watch Growing Pains. So I don't.
Oh my God.
That was before his time.
No, he was on one of those 80s sitcom. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up now.
Yeah, this is before. Yeah, this is definitely before Wolf of Wall Street, Billy. Before Titanic. Before a long list of things. Yep.
It'd be great if it was Growing Pains.
Oh yeah, Django
Smile again.
Yeah. Django Unchained. That was a good one.
That was yeah. He's made a lot of great movies.
I like Shutter Island.
Oh yes, totally. Yeah, but let's see. Yeah, so the first Critters movie takes place on a farm, and the opening of this really makes me think of Lilo and Stitch. I mean, think about it: a bunch of alien fugitives who escape on a ship, coming straight to Earth, and they got alien authorities chasing them.
The bounty hunters.
Yeah, the bounty hunters. Yes, it's like, tell me that does not make you think of Lilo and Stitch.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, only the aliens in this are not very friendly. The critters, which they call the Krites. I refuse to call them Krites because show of hands, who thinks the name Critters is better?
Well, Kreitz sounds kind of racist. I'm just saying.
Anyway, everybody raising their hands. Yeah, case in point.
Yeah. Now I'm going back in his history here.
Yeah, but so I like how these bounty hunters are like shapeshifters. They had to find a way to blend into Earth, so they disguise themselves as humans. The bounty hunters are named Ugg and his partner Lee. Ugg Lee.
Oh my God, he was in Poison Ivy.
Yep.
With Drew Barrymore. I'm so jealous.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed the song that was playing, "This Power of the Night." Oh yes, I remember. Yeah, that song.
He was in Growing Pains. I was right.
Oh, you were? Yeah. I'm sorry. Growing Pains was a bit before my time, so I didn't really. I mean, I did come across one or two episodes on Disney Channel back in the day, but yeah, other than that,
yeah, it wasn't great.
Yeah, but yeah. So he's referring to Terrence Mann's character, who plays Ugg, disguises himself as a rock artist who sang the song "Power of the Night." The character's name was Johnny Steele, and then Lee. The other one, Lee, just kept on changing into other just random people. And to the point where I'm just like, okay, just pick a face and stick with it. Come on.
Right.
Yeah.
Why did he keep changing?
Yeah, he's a shapeshifter. He doesn't know what I guess he just didn't know what look would suit him best. I mean, he did comment saying nothing likes me, and then Ugg just
He
says
was having an identity crisis.
pretty much. And I gotta say, like when they come to Earth and like they're as far as blending in, they have no subtlety at all. They're like hostile towards anyone who questions them, and they're always firing off their like handheld cannons. Yeah, they like I said, zero subtlety at all. And when they're hunting for these for the critters, they're shooting away at them. They're taking them out like parts of the house while they're at it. I mean, this is pretty much this is just like the equivalent of taking care of a rat infestation with a rocket launcher.
You know, when you think about it, Critters was kind of like a cross between Gremlins and Tremors.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Yep, they did the exact same thing in the second movie, only on a larger scale. It's not the farmhouse; it's the entire town.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, this was also produced by Robert Shea, who is the founder and CEO of New Line Cinema, which this film was who made this film. New Line Cinema distributed it. And his sister, Lynn Shea, is in the first two movies playing Sally. And if Lynn Shea sounds familiar, she's Elise in the Insidious movies.
New Line Cinema, they did Nightmare on Elm Street, too.
That's what got them started. Yep. Back in the day, they referred to New Line Cinema as the house that Freddy built, because it was the success of Nightmare on Elm Street is what got New Line Cinema hitting the ground running.
Welcome to prime time, bitch.
Pretty much, yep.
Yeah. Of course, that was the third one. That's further down the line,
yeah, that's right. That's right, Billy. And we're going to be covering that one next week too. Yeah, that's going to be our Easter special. Yeah, that's why we're covering this movie, Billy, because we decided if Critters 2 is going to be our Easter special, we might as well cover the first one. So. Yeah. So, also in Dumb and yes, she was in Dumb and Dumber. I do remember that. Yeah.
She's in tons of movies.
Oh yeah, there were tons of them. And also, like one of the movies that we've covered in the past, the kind of like was done by the Kyoto brothers, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Yeah, we did that.
That movie.
Yeah, Jeremy's one of Jeremy's favorite movies too. Yeah, the Kyoto brothers were the puppeteers for the critters in this. So, and to show everybody,
in Kingpin, she plays the landlord.
Oh yeah,
right. Lady.
Oh yeah, and I especially love when here I had this picture right here where the critter comes face to face with that ET doll because D. Wallace was in ET, so why not?
That was funny.
Yeah, that was.
Here, I think I have. Here, I think I have that picture here. Oh, here it is. Let's see. Yep, there it is.
That doesn't look like an ET doll. That looks like something else, and I'm not going to say.
Wow.
Listen, by not saying it is more of a stronger. It does look like a potato.
Yeah, we're just going to call it that then. So, yeah, these critters, they have like these glowing red eyes, mouthful of razor sharp teeth that can pretty much bite through just about anything, and they got little hands, little feet, and they can shoot poisonous quills that cause disorientation and weakness.
Yeah, like little barbs.
Yeah, and they get around by just rolling. Yeah, they curl up in a ball
like Sonic.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they curl up in a ball and just roll.
I think they probably got their idea because that was like one of Sega's biggest hits back in that time.
This predates Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic was in 1993.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, that was on the Sega Genesis.
Right. Hey, Jeremy, good to see you. Yeah, we were just talking about how the Kyoto brothers. We were talking about how the Kyoto brothers created and did the puppeteering for Critters, and they also did one of your favorites, Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So they got. Oh yes, they got the right people involved in this.
I've watched so many videos of people that go to the town where Killer Clowns from Outer Space was filmed, and there's so much stuff that's still there that looks almost identical to the way it did back in the 80s. It's ridiculous.
They maintained it well, huh?
Oh yeah. Like even the what did he call that? Not a canopy.
The tent? No,
not the tent. It was like in the park, like the what? Oh my God!
I think I know what you're talking about. Yes. Yeah,
I'm blanking on what it's called, but like in the park.
Carousel?
No,
it wasn't a carousel.
Well, whatever it's called.
Crescent. One of these days, I will
they
go to
still
Crescent.
have that.
The amusement park. Yep. Yeah, Jeremy. Like one day, I'll go to Crescent Cove as well, just to see where it all went down, where they filmed one of the goofiest but entertainingly goofiest movies of all time.
I'd love that. I would love to go there
but
and make a
the thing
video
is,
of that place.
ended up
Oh, yeah.
being a cult classic.
Oh yeah, and we're still waiting for that. And we're still waiting for that game. So whoever's, we're still waiting for that video game. So whoever's making it, hurry the hell up.
Yeah, right. It's going to
Yeah,
be
I mean-
like a Dead by Daylight kind of
Yeah.
game, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, seriously, it's been well over a year now since they released the trailer, and I know because I did my reaction video to it last year.
well, I mean, look how long it took them to come out with the Evil Dead game too. You know, and I mean, it takes a while.
Yeah. Hey, Kate. Hey, I totally understand. No, don't worry. Hey, glad.
Yeah,
glad
yeah.
you're sharing it.
It's more like a bandstand. I would, but that's not the name I was looking for.
American Bandstand.
Yeah, well, Dick Clark wasn't involved in this.
Been given a okay. Yeah, they're releasing it just in time for the summer. Okay, that's probably a good strategy. Yeah, and let's see. Oh, there was something else I wanted to mention. Oh yeah, aside from aside from teeth, they are obviously, the critters here are carnivorous. They'll go after just about anything anything that has meat on it. You know, like whether it's people, pets, livestock, they don't care. And I think back to that scene where Brad and his dad Jay, they are out investigating the noise, which they don't know was the critter ship crashing, and they come across that mutilated bull, and they were wondering what happened, and like Jay was like, "Here's that noise in the darkness," and says, "Without my gun, I don't want to find out." So, and then they went back to the house. And I'm thinking, finally, someone makes a smart decision in a B horror film of the 80s. Yeah,
well, that doesn't happen very often. For people to make smart decisions in a horror film in the 80s. Yeah. There's even been commercials in recent years that like poke at that. Let's go hide under the chainsaws. Like,
Yeah.
I remember that commercial. Yes. Yeah, but it was wise of them to not approach these things without a gun. I mean, these, like I said, these things will, when they bite, they'll bite through just about anything. Like Billy Zane learned that because when he was going up to reach for the radio to change the song or something, the critter bit down. Not only did it bite his fingers off, but also bit through the radio. And I'm just like, whoa.
wow.
And then they munched on him. Yeah.
No, pavilion's not the right word either. Kate.
Yeah. Billy Zane's second movie, and he gets munched on by alien furballs. Yeah. And I gotta mention that scene where he's up there with that character, what was her name, April. They were up there for what seemed like hours. Like they snuck into that loft of the barn like after their dinner with the family, and they went up there like still making out for like hours. And I'm just thinking, wow, this has got to be the longest foreplay ever.
That's what she said.
No comment.
Yeah. My God. Oh, here. I see Critters Attack. Yes, that was a reboot. Yeah, which Dee Wallace returned for that, but didn't reprise her role. Yeah, go figure. Oh, you never saw Critters? Oh yeah. I will say the first two are worth seeing, but 3 and 4 not so much.
Well, unless you like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Well, yeah, that's pretty much the only reason why anyone would watch Critters 3.
Yeah, well.
I'll watch it.
Not me. I mean, that wouldn't be the reason I'd watch it. No, because I've seen him as a kid. So it doesn't impress me. So,
I mean, yeah, the only character that does appear throughout every single Critters movie is Charlie, played by Don Opper. He plays. He's like starts off as a farmhand for the Brown family on that farm where the critters attack them, and he just becomes a bounty hunter. Joins
farmhand.
Joining Ugg and Lee. Yeah. Oh, the fourth film though, it does have another big name. Let's see. What was that?
There's a motorcycle going through somebody's room.
Yeah. Anyway, it has Brad Dourif. Brad Dourif, the voice of Chucky.
Oh, the guy that was in
One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Yeah, there's that. and
Oh,
Christ, what else was he? He was in so many things, man. The Exorcist 3.
Oh yeah, Exorcist 3. Yeah,
he was the Gemini killer.
Yep. Made me. I just wish it could have made me forget about the second film. I really do.
The second film sucks. It's about Reagan having dreams about flying. It's stupid.
So dumb.
But the third one was I think the third one actually rivals the first one, to be honest.
It's up there. Yeah.
George C. Scott and everything. Oh, that was a great movie.
Yeah. Anything with Brad Dourif is worth watching. Oh yes, totally.
Yeah.
I hear you. Yeah. It's good stuff. Let's see. What else was I gonna mention? Oh yeah. Like we were just mentioning before that there were several different bowling scenes, like bowling references. That's like one of the things with this franchise. There's a bowling reference in just about every film.
Well, there wasn't much else to do in the 80s, you know.
I mean, that's saying outside I have a problem with it. I'm just saying that's what I noticed. I mean,
there was quite a bit to do in the 80s.
Yeah, but I mean, bowling was a big thing, you know. I guess.
I mean,
there was quite a bit of other things that were big thing back.
Well, yeah, there was drinking in the woods, you know. We did a lot of that.
Oh yeah, bowling was at its peak in the 80s. Yes, totally. And yeah, I mean, if time travel were possible, I actually would travel back to the 80s. You know, like it seems like it seems like a very interesting era. I mean,
it was fun to live through. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
like, I mean, I was born in 75, so I didn't get to fully experience the 80s, but it was definitely a good time. Yeah, it was a lot more wholesome than it is now, and a lot more
safer.
I believe it. Hey, I totally believe it.
Like back then, if you had a problem with somebody, you use these things and you beat the crap out of each other, and then you had a beer.
And
Roadhouse.
Your friends would stick around and watch to make sure that it was a fair fight.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I just mentioned Roadhouse, and I just really remember they're remaking Roadhouse. Why?
I know. Why?
Yeah.
Why?
Oh, you know what? Speaking of remakes, I saw you just posted your reaction to The Crow. I am not even going to watch it because I don't even want to see the trailer, much less the movie.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, I won't watch that video. But oh my God, why would they do this? Why? I mean,
I've been asking that question.
You're spitting on the grave of Brandon Lee by doing that.
Pretty much, yeah, spitting on the grave of a man gone too soon who making that movie making that movie cost him his life. You know, dying from that prop gun accident on set.
Yes.
And also
my friend was in the movie and she watched that shit happen as a kid.
Rochelle Davis, yes,
yeah, she was a child at the time and she watched that stuff happen.
Right. And Jeremy, yes, The Crow, it's worth seeing, believe me.
Oh yeah, the original is great. You know, with Brandon Lee and Rochelle Davis and Ernie Hudson.
I can't believe he's never seen that.
Yeah. Tony Todd, yes. This is The Crow for me. Not that remake, this.
No, through that Bill Skarsgård.
Pennywise.
Yeah, well, he's ruining all the original stuff. He ruined the original It. Well, no, I'm sorry. His It is actually more scary, I will say.
Well, if you ask me, I don't think Bill Skarsgård is the problem. It's just like I think he's a phenomenal actor, but it's just what he's been given to work with in The Crow.
Well, he should have refused.
Yeah,
he really should have. He should have said, no, this movie should not be remade. If you want to do it, anything, digitally enhance it and re-release it.
Yeah,
but
I mean, but yeah, The Crow. That movie that movie is so incredibly sad. You know, like I just it
can't rain all the time.
Yeah, I mean that movie. It's hard to watch, but it's so beautifully done. It really is. But it's like remaking it. Why? Because you've seen. I mean, that movie had 3 sequels, each one worse than the last, and it's like, and you want to remake the original.
I mean, when I first met Rochelle, I knew her by her actual name.
Oh wait, really?
And we talked for quite some time, and then we hung out one night, and she kept referencing the movie, and then finally by the end of the night it was just me and her. All her friends had left. I said, all right, you keep saying the movie. I said, what are you talking about? She said, you don't know. I said, no. She thought I friended her on MySpace, that I'm dating myself by saying MySpace. She thought I friended her on there because of that, and I said, no, I really don't know. And she mentioned that she was in The Crow. I said, oh, I've actually never seen that.
Oh,
And then that made her actually like me even more as a friend, because she knew that I friended her for real reasons and stuff like that, because of her poetry and stuff that she was posting.
oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
and then I watched it and I was like, wow, that was an awesome movie.
It truly is.
I mean, we're not friends anymore apparently, because she decided to block me for some reason. I don't know what's going on, but it's been a lot of years that we've been friends.
I see.
And she's gone through a lot of stuff, so I'm not holding anything against her. But
yeah, I hear you.
But yeah, I even with all that being said, I no, the new Crow, no, it's unforgivable.
No,
what they did.
Well, they do that to a lot of things, you know.
And I don't like that. Like Hollywood needs to get some.
I've been saying that they need to get a new imagination or something.
Yeah, stop remaking stuff. I mean, you can base something off of another movie. Like you could base something off of Back to the Future, make a time travel movie with a car and stuff like that. But it doesn't have to be a DeLorean. It doesn't have to be called Back to the Future.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you could do
but
stuff like that.
Here's the thing. Those people that are taking over Hollywood these days, because you got the younger generation coming in, they were born with cell phones in their hands. Yeah. They had video games in the systems,
and they have no imagination.
Hands, cable TV. I mean, they didn't get kicked outside to play until dinner time. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They have no imagination anymore.
So they have they never kind of I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Now I'm pulling the Tom here.
You're pulling on Tom. Why are you pulling on me?
It never let them, work it, have that imagination, have it grow and develop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I just realized something about Critters. I just remembered the the main kid in this Brad, he was one of the running, I wouldn't call it a running gag, but one of the things constantly where it works with in this film is fireworks, homemade stuff, stuff that would that I'm pretty sure today, if you did what he does, you would have Homeland Security knocking on your door.
Yeah. Well, a lot of things that happened in 80s movies, like if it happened today, like the parents would be in trouble and the kids would be in, that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, he had he defeated the Critters with a one simple firework, and I'm just like, how much gunpowder and nitroglycerin is he putting in this stuff? Holy hell, man! And he actually one thing that was kind of a letdown in Critters is when he killed one of the critter inside the barn, the one that killed the one that killed Steve. Yeah, he lit a firework through to the critter. The critter eats it and then it just blows up inside him, but the critter doesn't explode. You just hear explosion sound effect coming from within, and it just kills over.
Because they weren't allowed to burn it. They were like $20,000 critters, so they said that they couldn't blow it up or burn it with fire.
This movie had a $2 million budget, so they were trying to maintain and be careful with just about everything.
I wish I had a $2 million budget
for such a low budget.
Yeah,
if I had a $2 million budget, I can make a damn good movie.
Well,
just with my phone
that you didn't have in the 80s. So
I make my own videos on here, and
it's possible to make movies with their phone too. I got the equipment to do it.
You didn't have one.
I got equipment too.
Half these kids
I'm talking.
Know what a payphone was if they saw one.
Oh yeah, you don't see payphones anymore, Joe. Totally.
No, you don't. But I did run across one on a road trip a couple months ago.
Did it hurt? when you ran across it, or
you really got the quarters in you again.
all the time, man.
Oh man,
I'm always on.
I mean, you could see just outside my window. You can see what's left of a phone booth. I mean, there's no phone in there, but it's like a kiosk now.
Wow.
Yeah.
We have some around here in the Philly area, but not many. You know what I mean?
Josh is saying, with the $2 million budget, I just retire and keep the cash.
Yeah, why not? You know, but you got to pay it back somehow.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, the movie industry, you got to
take the $2 million and invest it into a movie, make the money back, and then pay it back.
Oh yeah, because
I have tons of ideas for movies.
I mean, especially back. I mean, even today, to this day, like, you know, monster movies were kind of were pretty much a risky investment. I mean, just about any movie made by newcomers like this movie was a risky investment. You know, $2 million, but yeah, they managed to pull it off. You know, this this movie did reach some success. And what I thought was funny, you guys remember Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie from 1990, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was that scene where Raphael was dressed up in a trench coat and hat, wanted to go see a movie. You know, yeah, great disguise. Yeah, really blends in with the crowd, right? But
with that big ass face and the nose coming out.
Yeah, so it shows like one part where he's walking away from a movie theater, and it shows a Critters poster in the background, and which implies that's what he saw. And he just says, "Where did they come up with this stuff?" So
right.
Yeah,
where did they come up with this stuff?
So the Ninja Turtles are not a fan of Critters, it seems.
Yeah. I mean, we came up with a bunch of movie titles last night on my live feed that I did because Nick, of course, Nick was there. And Jill was there for a little while. And Kate was there. And Nick decided to bring up like replacing like one word of a movie title with the word pickle, of course.
Yeah, I saw
and
that.
You know, and I came up with Edward Pickle Hands, and then like there was just like so many different movies that came up.
Well, that's what the porn industry did.
Oh, well, yeah, they came up with Edward Penis Hands, actually.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I came up with that one.
Yeah, I refuse. If that exists, I refuse to destroy my childhood by Googling it.
Yeah, I have not seen it, but I saw the cover of the movie in the porn section of the video store.
Oh, Jesus.
But I mean, like there were so many, like the Flint Bones and this and that, and you know,
I could go on with that list.
But like they were just coming up with so many titles of movies, and then Nick came up with like Attack of the Killer Pickles. I was like, oh my god, and I was like, Killer Pickles from Outer Space. Oh my god, we got to make this.
Google is not your friend. Yeah, sometimes it feels like that. That's not my friend.
I mean, you'd have to go back and watch it to come up with all the different things that people came up with. But it went on for like a half hour easy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is absolutely true. No guarantee of this movie investment. Yeah, exactly. I've seen quite a few. I mean, even during my time, there's been quite a few box office bombs. Like one of the biggest box office bombs that I know of is the one that had Eddie Murphy in it. What was that? Adventures of Pluto Nash. That's one of the biggest.
Oh yeah, that was his biggest.
But you know what? It wasn't that bad to watch it on cable. You know what I mean? It wasn't bad for a cable movie. But would I have paid for it in the movie theater? Hell no.
No,
I wouldn't. No way.
Worth to even rent.
No, forget that one. Just forget it.
That was when Eddie Murphy was in his transition from being R-rated to PG rated. You know,
I worked in the video stores during that time. A lot of these like 80s movies like this one was coming out. I was working in the video stores, working my way up, and man, that movie just sat and collected dust with a few others.
Have you guys ever done Attack of the Killer Tomatoes?
Oh, not yet. We're considering it somewhere down the road. Yes, like we got a lot of them I got listed here in the schedule. But yeah, some point we'll get to that. Yes. Oh, let's see. Speaking of bad movies, the Kyoto brothers in this, they've done puppeteering effects in both good and bad movies. I believe that in that movie RoboCop, they did the effects for that car commercial that was featured in that one. It was for what was that car called? The 6000 SUX or something.
I'd buy that for $1.
But yeah, there was like there was like a T-Rex effect in it. They did it for that. They also did the effects for Ernest Scared Stupid. Let's see, Elf. Let's see, oh man, what else? Oh yeah, Team America World Police. That movie's funny as hell.
Everyone's got a.
Oh, yeah, that's right, Jeremy. They did. Yeah, they did good movies, but they also did some pretty bad movies. I remember seeing a couple of them during my childhood. There's this one called King Cobra. I remember that being in Blockbuster. Yeah, that's where like there's like this 30-foot cobra rattlesnake hybrid that's preying on people in a town. And Pat Morita's in it. So yeah,
Daniel-san.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Miyagi who went against Cobra Kai and fighting against an actual cobra. Yeah, ha ha ha. But that's not even the worst thing that they worked on. You know what's
no, wax on, wax off.
Yeah.
Wax on.
No. The worst thing that Kyoto Brothers ever worked on, and I went over this with Nick and Jeremy in the past, this movie called Pinata Survival Island, where it's where a bunch of college kids are on a scavenger hunt on an island. It's all just part of this big game that they got. It's a bunch of frats versus sorority girls and whatnot. But
it sounds like a 90s movie.
Yeah, they're teamed up together to gather enough of like what's basically like a panty raid, like going around gathering as much. But then they come across, they come across a pinata that looks like a demon. They think it contains more and more of the prizes, so they try cracking it open. It comes to life and starts just beating everybody to death.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, nice. I wish I was making this up. I wish.
There's a movie.
In a 90s movie.
There's a movie I saw in the last year, and Dom actually turned me on to it. And it's more like an 80s/90s horror, not a horror film, but like something of the genre. Oh, what the hell was the name of it? And it's starring some YouTuber. Oh my God, I can't even remember the name of it now.
Yeah, I think I know. I think I know what you're saying here. Yeah, I think I remember.
It had like a really long title.
Yeah. Oh, Kate is saying, I love Don's laugh. It's so contagious. Oh, well, hey, it's my dad's laugh. So.
Is that real? That's your real laugh, huh?
No.
Oh, man.
I believed it.
Yeah. And
unbelievable.
Here, I want to look up how they got the critters to like move around when they were like rolling like Sonic. Yeah, like back in 1986. I'm just wondering how they did that as far as practical effects.
It was, I think, shaped like a ball, so they would tell them to roll the critters or roll the krites.
No, we're calling them critters. No way, we're calling them critters.
It would say roll the krites because D. Wallace was saying that they would be doing their scene, and then all of a sudden they would hear someone shout that to have the critters roll through.
Yeah, let's see. Disproportionately large maws with triple rows of teeth. Yeah, we saw that. Let's see.
Oh.
Aided by other sculptors. Yeah, no. Here, make this simpler. Oh, here. Radio-controlled eyes, eyelids. Well, yeah, that much is obvious. Oh, here. Critters that rolled onto themselves were remote-controlled rolling ball critters. Okay, so they were remote-controlled.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Remembering part of the name of the Onyx, the Fortuitous, and the Talisman of Souls. That was the name of the movie.
I remember.
It's so cheesy, but it's so great. Something you got to look up to.
Yeah, sorry. I'm looking at this image right here. Hang on. I just found this on the website that I looked up for the effects. Here, I forgot to mention this right here, that whenever the critters eat, they get bigger. And this right here is their leader.
Yep.
They had like a 6-foot tall critter. Yep. So there's D. Wallace, and there's Brent. Yeah, there's that giant critter. Think Tom should be in Tenacious D Band. Nice. Oh man. What? Oh, Tom, you sent what did you send out?
I said,
oh, this is the trailer. Oh, okay, I got you.
Yeah, it's Onyx Fortuitous. Like, look it up later. You don't have to look it up now. Yeah. It's cheesy, but it's so like 80s, 90s horror ish kind of movie.
I hear you. Yep. I wonder where Nick is at. He's taking forever to get out of here.
I know. What the hell is up with him?
If he's setting up his lights and getting dressed up again.
Damn it, Pickle Nick. What the hell? What's going on? Why aren't you here? I mean,
he could always be on the background and not be on cam while he's getting dressed.
Well, we don't need to see that.
I mean, it could be black screen. We could hear him, and
nobody wants to see Nick getting dressed. I'm just saying.
With the lights, getting dressed with the lights.
Look, I mean, even Insane Joe went off camera.
Yeah, he's definitely getting dressed in lights.
My voice is so hoarse, I can't do Morty. I mean, I can do Rick because he's got that hoarse voice. But with Rick, I can't get it. No, I can't do it.
Oh my god,
I'm off my game today.
Oh, and here's like the crew that worked on the critters here. Let me pop this up here. Let's see. There it is.
Wow,
there's a big critter in the background.
I like that.
Yeah, the Kyoto brothers are among them, and they're holding all of the critters that all the animatronics, the suits, everything that they use for the movie.
And look how big it was.
Oh my god! Excuse me.
Someone's dressed in that big one.
Oh yeah, they are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I imagine someone trying to roll like curl in a ball and roll while they're in that.
That's Nick in the back there dressed in that thing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's where Nick was the whole time. He's dressed up. Dressed up in his critter outfit.
Right. He's trying to get it. He's trying to get into his old critters outfit. It's I mean, he was younger then, so like it was modeled for now. Yeah.
You know how they had the critters attack in the room E.T.? They should have had him attack a gremlin. That would have been funny.
Yeah, lots of fans have been like saying, "Hey, maybe they should make like a Gremlins versus Critters kind of a thing here."
Wait, what year? What year did the Critters come out?
They're 2 years apart.
1986.
Yeah, they were about 2 years apart.
They could have had him attack a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
I learned. Yeah, they probably could have. Yeah, Stay Puft
Marshmallow Man. Which speaking of Ghostbusters, I actually finally watched Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Oh, you did really?
Yeah, I finally watched it like 2 nights ago. It was actually, it's not bad. Like it starts off like you're thinking like, oh, this is a kiddie movie, whatever. But then the references start coming in, and then you start seeing like everything being affected by Egon's ghost and everything like that. It's actually a really good movie. I can't wait.
Give it all away. Some of us haven't seen it yet.
Well. Listen, I will tell you what, it's not a disappointment. It really is not. I mean, the other guys are in it too.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I know. But they do a CGI Egon and stuff like that. No, you saw that on the commercials. But
Harold Ramis went way too soon.
Yeah.
But
I can't wait to see the next one. No, the new one that just came out.
Frozen Empire.
Yeah.
Those three guys are supposed to be reprising their roles in that too.
Yeah.
Yep.
And in the end credits, Sigourney Weaver is in the end credits.
That's right. Yep.
And I was pleasantly surprised to see that. I was like, wow.
Oh yeah. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, Billy, you were saying before that you like the song "Power of the Night" by the character Johnny Steele in Critters. Originally they wanted to have Billy Idol play Johnny Steele in this, but Billy Idol wanted to, but he had scheduling issues.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not that easy to get a hold of 80s rock stars to get in a movie like that back then.
Well, no, they had a lot going on.
Yeah, somehow they
tours. being interviewed for MTV, you know, the biggest thing to promote their music.
Right. Being interviewed
and then doing music videos on top of that for MTV.
Being interviewed by Martha Stewart and
Pauly Shore.
Yeah, and Adam, what's his name? And
Martha Quinn.
Yeah, Martha Quinn. That's who I was. Not Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
Martha Stewart was not part of MTV.
No, she wasn't.
No.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
Oh, Jesus. But it's like, so, yeah, it's like, yeah, they couldn't get Billy Idol to be in this film, but somehow, Stephen King was managed to get AC/DC to do all the music for Maximum Overdrive.
Just get Martha Stewart with MTV. Welcome to MTV.
Oh, Jesus.
You'd be surprised. She might now.
Well, yeah, now that she's been hanging out with Snoop Dogg for a while, you know, she might do it.
Yeah.
You know, AC/DC, all they were doing for that Maximum Overdrive was recording the music.
Yes. We should cover that one too.
You know.
Oh, I love
There's another one I just watched again after many years. You ever hear of the one that was based on H.P. Lovecraft's novel, and the name of the movie was called Unnameable?
Oh yeah, I saw that ages ago when I was a teenager. I was watching it on Comcast on demand back then. Yeah, back when it was still that. But that movie was pretty interesting to me. Yeah, fairly good creature effects. I mean, I've seen better, but I have seen worse. Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah, and my favorite H.P. Lovecraft film was Reanimator.
Oh, I love Reanimator.
Oh yeah,
and the sequels weren't bad either. I mean, they were cheesy, but they weren't.
Oh yeah, they were real cheesy, for sure.
But the original Reanimator was cheesy too, so it's
like one thing that came out recently that felt like H.P. Lovecraft was Underwater.
I mean, that one.
if you see the movie, like, I don't want to give away the ending, but it makes sense if you watch it. When I say H.P. Lovecraft, yeah. But let's see. Oh, Nick, no, he didn't message me back. Yeah, but so if you guys liked first Critters, like the second Critters gets even more insane. So I was gonna announce to everybody later on that we should do a watch party, and to watch for Critters 2 before.
I'll try to make that one.
Memory.
I'll try to make that one in less than an hour after the movie starts. See, we had a watch party for this one, but I missed an entire hour of the movie.
Oh man, yeah, I managed to watch to the very end when Brad uses one of his definitely illegal firework to blow up the Critters' ship, and because the way it ends is the Critters are trying to get away. They end up blowing up the house with one shot, seriously, seriously powerful space weapons, but not before Brad gets a firework on the ship, and then Charlie throws a Molotov cocktail to not ignite it. But I'm just how powerful are Brad's fireworks if it's able to blow up a spaceship?
They are as powerful as Michael Gross's fireworks in Tremors.
In Tremors, yeah, but those were pipe bombs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. It's like, you make those. Yeah. The kind of thing that if you try doing today, making pipe bombs, you're gonna have Homeland Security knocking on your door.
Yeah.
Back then in the 80s and the 70s, M80s were pretty easy to come by.
Oh yeah.
That's what she said.
And people still come by them. They all they
what, like a quarter stick of dynamite or something?
Pretty much.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All you have to do is cross on over to Indiana and pick up as many M80s as you want, and just try to come back, hoping you don't get stopped by the cops.
And
right, you gotta come by them.
The thing about those things are dangerous because I've actually seen the aftermath of somebody lighting one. The fuse went really fast and it blew up in his hand, and he lost all but his pinky and some of his thumb.
Jesus. And crazy as it
they
is,
call him the Claw.
Jesus. I mean, that almost happened to me once, but not in the way you would think. No, I like a friend of mine had M80s. He lit one. It's so stupid. He lit it and just tossed it to me, saying, "Hey Don, think fast." And I was like, "Holy!" Just threw it, and like it just blew up in the air.
I mean, we were crazy with the fireworks back then, you know, but
Yeah,
not stupid like that. We had
the
black cats. Black cats were popular firework, but you couldn't get them in Wisconsin. So my dad was like on a vacation, and he comes back, and because they went to Tennessee, and he came back with like, I don't know how many bundles. So me, my brother, and a couple of friends ended up having firecracker wars, meaning we were throwing them at each other as they were lit.
Oh my!
One went off like right here, right on my brother's nose.
Oh.
And he couldn't see for like 3 or 4 hours. Ears were ringing, you know, but nobody got seriously injured.
Yeah, it's dumb things like that are a reason why fireworks are illegal in so many places.
But we never got caught either doing it.
Nor did my friends.
You know.
Yeah. Oh man, but yeah, like I said, Brad. Yeah, like he's made like basically all the stereotypical, like all the qualities of a mischievous kid. He also had a slingshot with him. I don't think I've ever seen kids using slingshots today. Oh, and look who's finally here.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Nick.
Wow. Only like 56 minutes into the damn broadcast.
I said before I was going to be late for.
Well, that's really late.
I had my passages meeting.
Right. I got you, Nick.
I mean,
so I'll get it.
Better late than
never. Good. Hey, I knew all along that's what
look, I was on a podcast before this went on.
Which podcast?
It's a local podcast here.
And he made a beer run in between.
Right?
Here. Wait, Nick. I was just joking about that. I was saying they were asking what's taking Nick so long, and I said he's getting all dressed up. He's throwing on for this podcast. He's throwing on this.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. I don't have that, unfortunately. Nor do I even have a hairpiece on that at all. So
he's throwing on his costume for Attack of the Killer Pickles.
Tom, I got something to send you. Speaking of pickles,
oh my God, that you know, we went on for like almost 40 minutes with that stuff last night on my live feed.
Oh my God,
I wish I could have seen that.
Oh my God, it was just like random movies with like one word changed with pickles.
Did you do that last night?
It was about 7:30 or so when I started.
Yeah,
so it would be like 6:30 your time.
Cade was watching, commenting on it, and we were coming out with different titles like Night of the Pickle Dead or An American Pickle in London or The Pickle Throat. I mean, just like
Edward Pickle Hands and like
Attack of the Killer Pickles. Yeah.
And then somebody came up with like Susan's Pickle. I said, well, it used to be a cucumber.
And there were some that were like saying, yeah, that sounds like it could be a porno movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I was laughing so hard last night.
I couldn't stop my feed. I wanted to stop it like 40 minutes before that, and we just started on that shit, and it was just like, oh my God.
When the pickle talk started occurring, the comments were just nonstop. They were going far faster than this feed right here. They just kept coming in.
And then finally, I'm just like, all right, look, I gotta go. I still gotta take clothes out of the dryer. I got trash night tonight. I got stuff I gotta do.
Oh, it was so funny last night on the end. That was hilarious.
Oh, Nick, I think Irene was trying to come on at some point, but I told her to look in the group chat on here, but I don't know. I don't know if she's still having an issue here.
Come on, Irene. Oh, I swear.
Nikki was also supposed to come on
this moment.
Yeah, Nikki was also supposed to come on because she actually messaged me an hour. Even when I was in the meeting, she actually messaged me an hour before the show and just wanted to know like what time and whatnot. So I don't know if maybe something may have came up or what, but
okay, because I was wondering if there was something wrong with the link. It should work.
Yeah, it should have worked for her. And then I also
take a picture of this place.
Go
next
ahead,
time I go by it because of you two. Yeah. Okay, and I'm talking to Tom and Nick.
Oh, I definitely want to be on your cast, but I won't be around when you do it this week.
This
yeah. Oh, were you gonna say something?
There's
Joe?
a pickle factory out here, and they've got a big Dill Pickle sign in the right near the road. Next time my wife and I go by there, I'm gonna have her pull over so I can take a picture for you guys.
I really like pickles and
I think it's Clausen or something. Hold on.
Clausen is a great pickle company.
What, Jill? I think you were gonna say something before.
Hey, what's that?
Oh, I said that the link worked for me. So
yeah, it should have worked for them too. And I also saw that Amanda Lombardo was watching earlier. That's Irene's co-host of her show Spooky Japan, and she's part of the chat now, so she would have had access to it as well. But maybe she just hasn't seen it. So I'm just only guessing.
Okay. Oh, guys, I wanted to announce. As we know that next week we're going to be covering Critters 2, so we're going to have to set up a watch party for this coming weekend. I don't know if Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever works for you guys. I'll set the whole thing up.
Sunday is usually a good day for me.
I think Sunday's basically been our best day for us to do these watch parties.
Yeah.
Okay. Wholesome pickles.
Okay, we'll make it Sunday. It is then. Oh, and I know that so
we're covering Sunday.
So we're covering Critters 2 next week, but also there's something good, something real good I have in mind for after that. I'm thinking of a movie that a lot of people have been suggesting for a while now, Child's Play.
Oh, Child's
Play,
the original.
Yep, the original.
Okay.
Van Holsen Pickles is the place out in that when I go out to Waterloo in that area, we go past it all the time.
I love pickles in Waterloo. And it's a great combination of flavors, and
I'm gonna try it.
It's like Napoleon ice cream and pickles, and that's why we call it Waterloo Pickles.
Right.
Except the group chat, because Jeremy gave me when we were talking about that podcast not joining this week, Tom.
Yeah.
That will I got a group chat started.
Yeah, I just this week my goddess is going away on a cruise coming this Sunday. So her birthday is also coming up in the next week. So I'm gonna be celebrating her birthday with her and her family, and then her and I are gonna be having our date night a night later than normal, and then we're gonna be spending Friday night together and everything. So I won't be available for your 80s thing this week, but moving forward, I definitely will be available.
Yeah. Well, then accept that invite to that group chat.
Yeah.
Oh, Nick, what did you think what did you guys think was the best thing about Critters as far as just about everything, the story, the effects? Because one of the biggest things that are going for it is the effects.
Yeah, and I'm sure you probably already said this already, but I think the one thing that really got me when I saw the Critters for the first time were just those scary looking red glowing eyes they have. I mean, even though these things are small and they're not intimidating, they just have these horrific looking red eyes that they're just so unsettling.
Yeah, the red eyes and the 3 rows of sharp teeth.
Fangs, yeah,
the fangs too.
Yeah,
they said on the red eyes that they use the same way you reflect on the stop sign.
Yeah,
the same material, so that way when the light they'd show the light on the eyes, it would glow like that, like the sign does.
I thought that's what they did because it actually came out because you could see it. You could tell. It was the light reflecting that made them glow.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. All this made possible by the Kyotos.
Kyoto Brothers. Yep.
They did a good job.
Oh yeah, they did amazing at this. The practical effects.
Who didn't yell when the guy was reaching his hand in there right at the beginning of the movie? Don't do it. You know.
Is that the? Hey, wait, what Josh said? That the Fur Baby movies? He has seen it then. Well, actually, no. Let me take that back. I'm not sure if that is.
Yeah.
Josh, are you sure you're talking about the right movie?
Furbies.
Furbies.
my son's mom and her mom had like a huge collection of Furbies at the time when they were like hot and everything, and they would put them together and have them all talk and everything like that. It was creepy as hell.
I got two.
Oh my god! Oh, you got a Yoda one.
Yoda.
But the one I loved was the Gizmo one.
Oh, Gizmo, yes.
Yeah.
My sisters had a couple, one or two Furbies.
They still work, but I don't have batteries in them. Oh. He came with a lightsaber, though.
Oh, that's awesome.
With a lightsaber, I'd come.
Powerful, my lightsaber. Powerful, my lightsaber.
But I couldn't resist when I saw them in the stores.
Resist me, you cannot.
Try not. Do or do not. There is no try.
You know, I got my collectibles.
And I will admit, I mean, I still remember even back in the late 90s, early 2000s, we once also had a Furby too. We had a Furby too, but unfortunately,
I'm sure you recognize that.
What's that? Oh, Rubik's. Oh, wait. I need to zoom in.
No, it's not a Rubik's Cube.
The puzzle box from Hellraiser.
Yes.
Hellraiser, yeah.
Oh, wow.
But a kid got a hold of it and played with it, so it's not.
I'll tell you what, it's a Rubik's Cube version of that box.
Yep.
Well,
so you played with it and unlocked Pinhead.
The box.
There's the box.
They opened it.
It's much bigger.
They came.
Yep. Yeah, your son played with a cube. He opened it, and they came. They're on the loose now.
Stop, Chanel.
They came.
It's like the Pandora's box.
Yeah, that's basically what it is.
Well,
that's what happens when you play with the Pandora's box. It comes.
Don, Hellraiser's another movie we got to cover at some point.
You read my mind. Hey, you read my mind.
Actually,
Hellraiser 2.
I was going to say first and second one because the second one literally picks up from where the first one left off. To me, it's one full movie than just two movies.
That was the last metal model I put together.
What's this
just
one?
The good old boys. Never mean no harm.
Wow.
The Dukes of Hazzard.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a metal model.
And Luke Duke.
I've also got a radio controlled version of this.
Sweet.
Coo.
Oh my God.
Got the DeLorean I've got that DeLorean that lights up from Back to the Future. I've got the
roads. Where we're going, we don't need roads.
A little die cast of the original Batmobile from the 1960s or whatever. Adam West and Burt Ward were Batman. The original Batmobile.
Wow.
What about the Ghostbusters?
Haven't found one yet that I liked. I don't have a room to display a lot of that stuff. It started because somebody gave me a Matchbox taxi cab when I was driving cab.
Oh.
So
here.
That's still in its package on my walls.
So
with a lot of
I was on a show called Taxi at one point. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Oh, here, guys. I just found images. We were mentioning Kyoto Brothers before.
Yeah.
I found 2 images of the worst things they ever worked on.
Oh God.
Yeah. I come across a couple of images. Okay.
Is one of them Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
No. The worst. One of the worst things they ever worked on was a film that I saw on TV early childhood, a movie that was horrible called King Cobra. And here's that Cobra. Geez. And here's that Cobra animatronic face to face with Pat Morita.
Oh God.
Yep.
Dang you, son.
Yep. The Kyotos worked on that. So
Yeah,
Now
but
I
back
understand.
Wax
Yeah,
on.
that was a technology they had to work with.
yeah.
Paint the fence.
Anybody who says that the Critters effects, like the effects in Critters, were bad, no, there have been worse films that they've worked on. I mean, they've worked on a lot of good stuff, but they've worked on bad things too. Like this is one of them. And if you think that's bad, here, check
Paint
this
the
one.
fence, dang you, son.
What's this now? What do we got?
Pinata.
What?
Oh
What
my
is
God.
that?
That's the killer pinata in Pinata Survival Island.
I would
That's
kick that thing
crazy.
in the balls. It would not scare me.
You know, I'm just gonna say this. I mean, with the giant snake that you showed, Don and Tom, you're probably gonna know where I'm gonna go with this. But now that's the reason why Rick and Morty were going after all those snakes in that one episode.
Damn it! I can't do.
What
I
about
can't do
the-
the Morty voice. My throat is so hoarse.
Yeah, what
Jeez,
is
What
it?
about the animatronic on Anaconda?
Oh,
Kinda looked like
Anaconda, yeah.
I don't think they did that.
Yeah,
No, I don't think they did.
that's
I
right.
know
My
that.
anaconda don't want none unless you got buns, hun.
That was
But
I watched that movie and
Halo.
I thought whoever did that, those were not so realistic.
no.
I wasn't
Are made
impressed
for
by
toys.
those.
Oh, here. But the Kyotos also worked on Team America World Police, all the puppeteering. That was impressive.
Ben Affleck,
Yeah.
Um,
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, Matt Damon.
And oh man. Yeah, because that movie came out in 2004. So like I was poking fun at all the politics back then. Yeah. Team America, the world police, as in like America polices the world.
Right.
more like American pickles in the world.
But but
Hey, look, we really don't need to be talking about pickles in politics because pickle politics. I mean,
That's
you
even
know,
worse.
you could go down like a really deep rabbit hole with the pickle politics, and
I mean, I still go back to. I mean, I still go back
before this show is over.
What?
I said he's gonna lose his voice before this show over. He
what
keeps
I
doing
mean,
it worse.
I might, you know, I could lose my voice and just.
What are you gonna say? No,
It's already happening. It's already happening.
No, I mean, really, I mean, what?
Oh my god.
Tons of labyrinth toys too.
Oh, the movie Labyrinth. Oh, like David Bowie?
Yeah,
Oh,
that-
yeah.
Dance,
movie.
magic, dance.
well, that's the other thing we forgot to mention last week, Don, when we were talking about Leprechaun 2, and that's when we were talking about Warwick Davis. He also was partially in Labyrinth.
Oh, he was? Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Let's
it was.
talk about
He was
David
one of the
Bowie's.
goblins.
Let's talk about David Bowie's bulge in Labyrinth, because I mean it was actually, you know, I mean, look,
Never
if you go
grew
back
out.
and watch that movie, he had a decent bulge.
Oh my god.
I'm serious. You go back and watch that movie. I mean, it was.
Now I won't.
Well,
I'll never
Hey,
be able
hey,
to watch
listen,
that movie the
you know
same
what?
way again now. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah, I
you
think
know, I
Don
really
may have-
like.
you
I
may have
really like David
traumatized
Bowie's
him out.
bulge in Labyrinth because you know
Oh my
it really coincided with the movie, and you know it had a relation to Jaws, and because it's on Don's wall, and you know what I mean. I don't know where I'm
Hey,
going.
Don.
Yes?
What were you gonna say, Don?
What, Jill?
My favorite part was when the critters were talking, like when they were going to shoot it outside the door. Do you remember
Yes.
that? Like
Oh,
they had
yes.
the captions.
Yeah, they
I
yeah,
like
the
when they
critters
were-
they speak in their own language.
They were gonna
Yeah.
shoot it.
Like wait, let me see if I can find that clip. Hang on, wait. Here, I got it. Here.
I like that
They were
part.
gonna
It's
shoot
funny.
it outside
Oh,
the door.
jeez, Rick.
Yeah, you know what? I heard that.
Ah, damn. What
Got it.
the hell is that?
Let me go to
I don't even know.
here. This is where they retreat inside, where the family retreats inside the house.
Yep,
on,
I
I got it.
remember this
Yeah.
scene.
Oh, okay, here. Let me just share the present. Share file. Is everything okay? It's not? Okay, here.
No, it was me. You guys ever have that problem? Like it happens so randomly. You guys ever have that issue like where right over like your eyebrow or something like that? There's like this sharp little prick of pain that shows up.
Oh,
You ever
man.
have that?
Yeah. Well, here
I
I
get
found
a
it.
twitch.
Weird.
Here, guys.
Yeah, like a twitch of some sort. It's really weird.
Here, guys, I got it. Here, this is your favorite part, Rachel. Here.
Yeah.
You're full screen it.
that gets me every time.
So they said that
I love
during
that
like
scene.
a screening, they didn't really want to put captions on the screening, but on the screening, that's where they tried it out with the I think like the crew, and then everyone laughed so hard that they thought, okay, we'll keep it in.
Yeah, they made the right choice. Oh, yeah, you did, Billy. We did discuss that scene earlier where the critters are inside Brad's room, trashing the place. They're biting on pillows, ripping them apart, feathers flying everywhere. One critter is face to face with with an ET doll, and just ask, "What the hell are you?" And then he just bites its head off.
Just tearing the whole place up, essentially.
Yeah. This movie was PG-13. I think this was the first movie with that rating. Nope. The first movie with the PG-13 rating was Red Dawn in 1984.
Red Dawn.
Red Dawn.
Where the hell have you been, Tom?
I went to get another beer.
Oh, okay.
I know. You know what? As you always say, I'm just saying.
Hey. Just saying.
Right. Oh man, yeah. Like I'm glad they added that in because like the director was feeling iffy about that, like having the critters like subtitles. But this isn't the only time they did that. They did right when they like crash landed onto outside the Brown farm. They were asking about what the status report was on the ship. They were talking to each other, saying,
"Wait,
oh, just minor damage." They said, "Now what?" And they said, "Okay, now what?" And they said, "Food."
Crash landed on the Brown farm.
Yeah.
So was it Doc Brown's farm?
Yeah. But then they were just they were just like, so what do we do now? One of them said food. Yeah. So then they went out, ate some of the livestock. They were eating chickens. They were eating cows, and then they decided to munch on Billy Zane. So, yeah. And
they're just looking for food.
Yeah. And you mentioned Doc Brown. I mean, Billy Zane was in Back to the Future. Like we mentioned earlier, Nick. He was like that. Critters was his first speaking role because I guess in Back to the Future he didn't really have much to say.
Yeah,
not really.
Yeah, that's true, Billy. He was the Titanic guy. Yes, he was. That was him. He was the main villain of Titanic. And we mentioned before, like and the Phantom. Yes, that's true. And he played hard as hell boss to defeat in Kingdom Hearts.
It's like every role he's had, he was an asshole.
Somewhat. Some of them.
I mean, I think he just likes. I mean, he's probably just one of those villains. I mean, one of those actors that likes playing the villain.
Yeah, some are just made
like Christopher Lee.
Role.
Yeah, Christopher Lee. He did so, and then also, who was that guy that was in? He played in a lot of villain. Oh well, I just thought Robert Mitchum. He played a lot of villainous, and then also, that's not who I was thinking. I was thinking of.
That's not
that guy.
Robert Mitchum played some good guys too in his early days and in the westerns and stuff. You know.
Yeah.
And there was also one other movie. What was that movie called? I mean, it was. Oh man, now it's.
Here. Chanel, I know exactly what you're talking about. William Shannon. That was Kingdom of the Spiders. Yeah.
Wow, Chanel's here. Wow.
She is here. I said.
Wow. Well, I was probably going to get my beer when you said that.
He's Rick.
Don't forget Demon Knight. Oh yes, Tales from the Crypt, Demon Knight.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say. I think he was in Demon Knight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, now I remember who I was thinking.
And he was the asshole in that movie too.
Well, and I just thought of it. So now I remember what I was thinking of. If I'm saying his last name correctly, Rutger Hauer, who played in a lot of villainous roles, like in Blade Runner, the Hitcher.
Oh, one of the Blade Runner cast members is in Critters. E. Emmett Walsh.
Oh, is that right? Really?
Yep. He was a Blade Runner, and I believe he was also. We mentioned Tales from the Crypt before. He was in an episode of Tales from the Crypt, first season.
They often usually have some of the Like if they make any Tales from the Crypt movies, like before that, they often would have some of those cast members appear in an episode before the movie.
Hello, boys and ghouls.
Emmett Walsh. Yeah, Emmett Walsh. Yeah, he was in that. He played the sheriff in this, and I believe he was recast in Critters 2. Like, he didn't reprise his role.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No, not Blade Runner 2049. The original Blade Runner from 1982.
Right. Yeah, both movies are great. First one, I like the first one a bit better.
Yeah.
I still remember.
I don't know if I like the second one. I mean, I haven't seen a lot of it. I saw some of it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I saw that movie actually, the original Blade Runner, in class back in high school. Like during my senior year, they showed that to us in school.
Yeah,
I could have seen it in high school. It's that old. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I'm 49 years old.
I 100% agree with you, Billy. I totally agree with you, Billy. It needs to make a comeback.
Oh, Billy.
I wish I was 49 years old.
Here, Nick, you seen this?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Well, and and it's probably worth bringing up anyway. I mean, like, making a comeback. Well, that's why, in a way, I've kind of been paying homage to it myself, as the Scary Stories host. I mean, yes, it's not exactly the same thing because it's not short films or anything like that, but my character is based on the Crypt Keeper. So in a way, I'm kind of paying homage to the Crypt Keeper or the Creep from Creep Show. I just don't really do the voice. I just can't do the voice very often. It actually, after you talk like that for a while, that puts a lot of stress on your voice.
Hello, boys and ghouls.
Yeah,
I can't do the laugh.
John Kassir. Yeah,
my voice is too deep. I can't do the laugh, but I can talk like
your voice isn't too deep. It's not about being too deep. I mean, mine's deeper than yours. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying.
And I can do the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Anybody can, like, there's all kinds of other creepy voices you can do, Nick. Like, for example, me, can't do Crypt Keeper, but I can voice Pennywise and make everyone float down here.
I can do it too.
Hey, I try my best with certain voices.
It's just about manipulating your vocal cords.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's exactly how I do it. I just manipulate. I try to practice, and I manipulate them while I'm doing other voices too. Like Tim Curry's Pennywise. That hi, Georgie. I add a southern to it, and it comes out like and I can make myself sound like Beetlejuice.
Well, and if you bring it down an octave, then you can sound like Carl from Sling Blade, and you just put a little southern twang on it.
I thought you were going to say you sounded like
yes, that is correct, Billy. I can do the.
You were going to say.
Yeah, I can do the Grinch who stole Christmas.
Well, let's not forget one other. John, wait a minute. Let's not forget one other one that I know all too well. You can
Tigger. I used to be able to do Tigger real well because I used to watch.
T.I. double Tigger.
I used to walk around Disney stores and I'd get all the kids looking like, "Where is he? Where is he?" Looking for some guy in a costume, probably.
The wonderful thing about Tigger is Tigger, they're wonderful things.
And then before he was
tops are made out of rubber, the bottoms are made out of springs.
Before he was famous, I was kind of impersonating the voice and doing his skits, just sitting there getting stoned out in my front yard. I got old truck stop comedy tapes. So this was like before he was famous and well known. I used to impersonate Jeff Foxworthy. And I almost got in trouble with the cops because of it.
If you're watching this on a TV that's on top of a non-working TV.
I was sitting outside listening to the newest one that I bought of his truck stop comedy tapes. And these cops kept coming and going all day long and over to this one apartment building, just kitty corner from where I live.
Kitty corner.
So I yelled out to him and I said, "Hey, Officer Mitchell, I thought you said you didn't want to come back here again tonight." And I said stuff like that enough from his like party all night video and stuff. And they finally came up over to me, and I knew the one cop. We called him Hightower because he looked a lot like the guy from Police Academy.
Hightower,
Bubba Smith.
Yeah.
So he comes over to me and he says, "I should have known that was you," you know. And he goes, "You effing asshole," you know. And he's just laughing his ass off because his partner that he was training, his last name was Mitchell.
Right. Nick, what are you saying?
I was going to say, speaking of voice, all these voice interpretations, let's not forget, of course, one that I'm all too familiar with, Herbert.
Family
Yes, I was just wondering where the news was.
Oh my God.
First one to swallow the most Tylenol PM wins.
Yep.
You need to come on down to the cellar. I got a whole thing.
That's the name. That's that old guy from Family Guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Always after Chris.
Herbert the pervert.
Here, take this.
Holy moly, it must be my birthday.
Damn.
Oh my God.
All you just need is a dog named Jesse.
Yeah, Jesse, come here. We got us a brand new paper boy. That's a mighty fine sack he's carrying.
So creepy as hell, and yet so damn funny.
It is. Hey, he's America's beloved pervert.
I love
Oh
being
my
a pervert.
God. Oh.
You're getting quite the compliments, Josh.
And then, of course, there was always Beavis and Butthead.
Wait, I got that. Wait.
I used to do that pretty well because I watched them all the time.
You sure you got the strength, Tom?
Yeah, I do. Damn it, Beavis. Why do you gotta always say stuff like that? You know what? Oh no, wait, that sounds more like Rick. Yeah. I can't get Beavis going, but I can get Butthead. Damn it, Beavis.
I don't know.
What's your question, Billy?
Damn it, Beavis. Why are you always like that's the first time I've ever actually impersonated that.
Damn it, Beavis. You're always like saying stuff and everything. Yeah, I know. No, that I just went into Rick again. Damn it.
Oh yeah, Billy. What's your
I can't do Beavis without doing Rick now.
Damn it, Beavis.
Here,
always
damn it.
mess things up.
Beavis,
I don't know if that
hell
sounded close. That's as best as I can do is voicing Butthead.
Insane in the membrane.
Here, Nick, this question's for you.
Okay, what do we got? Let's see, Nick, you were No, I didn't know. I didn't know there were multiple versions or cuts of the original. All I know is that we watched it back in high school, and I don't know what cut it was. I mean, that was back in 2010, 2011. I saw it.
Nah, I see. Wow.
Damn it, Beavis.
Yeah. So to wrap things up, Critters. It's definitely one of the hidden gems as far as B horror of the 80s. So yeah, like definitely if you haven't seen it, I do recommend it. It's I mean, if you like Billy Zane, this is one of the earliest roles that he's done, and the third movie is not really like the second movie is pretty good as well. The third one's not really worth seeing unless you want to see teenage Leonardo DiCaprio. I remember him just like one of the things I remember. One of the things that
was
stands out
the
most
guy
for me
from like Titanic or something.
Well, one of the things that stands out most for me as far as his performance was when he was sitting in the car playing his Game Boy. He actually does play a Game Boy in Critters 3.
He was playing with his Game Boy while the Titanic went down.
Here, you know what? Let me see if I can find an image of that here. Oh, yep, here it is. New tab, present.
Easy there.
Sorry.
You've been drinking tonight, sir. So that is
playing a Game Boy.
Surreal.
He was playing Tetris.
Yeah, that's the original Game Boy. That's not Game Boy Color. That's the original.
He was.
That's
probably top of the line in 1986.
It was.
Man, that's really what T-shirts were like back then, back in the 90s.
Let me see.
Yeah, well,
Man.
Well, yeah, Tom, you would know.
Yeah, well,
So
I didn't
would I.
wear shirts
You're
like
the one who
that.
always talks about you were in high school.
Yeah.
I was wearing concert T-shirts back then, so
Yeah. I had a lot of them.
yes, that's it.
Yes, Josh, you're absolutely right. It was before Game Boy Color. I know because, my grandparents got me and Kristen and Liz, my sisters, our Game Boy Color. It was green, and we had Pokemon on there. And that's when Pokemon got started for me.
Gotta catch 'em all, Picklemon.
Wow.
Oh, check this out what Chanel said. Still has her original Game Boy in all her games. Even have her Game Boy Vision. That's awesome.
Nice. That's cool.
Wow.
That's
awesome.
a true.
I want to be the pickle best.
Okay.
That basically is like an antique you got there, Chanel.
It is. Yeah, I mean, I wish I had kept my Game Boy Color. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if somebody in the family eventually sold it later on, but yeah. Maybe
Game Boy Color was just like Game Boy Black and White.
Yeah.
It just threw in color. It was the same thing.
Yeah. I mean, the closest thing the only thing we have is now the Switch. They completely ended Game Boy.
The Switch is much different.
Oh yeah. I'm saying they ended I'm saying they've ended the Game Boy era, which Game Boy eventually became the DS. Now the DS is done because of the Switch.
Well, we didn't have that when I was a kid.
No.
There was no Game Boy, no handheld game.
The only handheld games were like, God,
the little battery powered football games.
Yeah.
Where, you played, and it was those were junk.
Yeah.
They were too easy to beat after a while. And
her mom's in New York.
Did you guys try the book?
The only thing you could have in your house, well, let's see, if you were lucky, you might have got Pong for Christmas.
Well, yeah,
Pong.
But I actually still, somewhere in my basement, I still have the original Pong.
Yeah, my parents liked Pong. They liked Pac-Man. Yeah, they were always into the classics.
Oh, Pac-Man fever.
I saved my money and spent most of my days in the arcades.
All this talk about these old video games, I'm just gonna throw this out. And this is another old one, is Frogger. I don't know if you got, and again, I know I always bring this TV show up. You guys remember that? You guys remember that episode?
They even had songs because they had an album.
You guys ever remember that episode of Seinfeld when George Costanza had that Frogger machine and he actually was mimicking the game, trying to go through traffic until it.
When was Critters 3 released? Critters 3. Well, 3 and 4 were straight to video, so it didn't get the 3 and 4 didn't get a theatrical release, but it was straight to video in 1991. That was Critters 3. So the Game Boy was released around the time. I think it was late. I think 89 or early 90s. Yeah, was around the time when Game Boy was released.
So Leo probably got it earlier than us.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So I guess that's gonna be it for this segment of the FearFans podcast. Be sure to tune in next week when we come back to our Easter special, Critters 2. So
I'll be dressing up again. And by the way, just so you guys know, and I should tell you too, Don. Of course, I'll do my holiday tour of the lights, but this will be the last one for a while because, unfortunately, after that, since Easter's early this year, I won't be doing this again until 4th of July. So next week
we'll be dressing up as an Easter bunny. So
probably not the best. It's probably bad luck to dress up as the Easter bunny because since we're covering Critters 2, you'll see when we watch the movie. You'll see.
Hey, you've already shown me that movie. I know exactly what happened. And also, I want to point something out, too, because I know what Tom's going to be thinking. I'm just going to say that before you think of anything, Tom, no, it is not. It is an Easter. It is something involving the Easter bunny, but it sure as hell is not a Playboy bunny.
Oh my God.
Listen, it wasn't even on the tip of my mind. Now it is. And it will be when you come on as that. I'm just saying.
It's not Playboy.
Well, no, the fact that it will be when you come on as that is your own fault. because you brought it up.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
Okay, so hope you all enjoyed this episode of the FearFans podcast. Share with your friends if you did. Subscribe to my channel, Nick's channel, Tom's channel, Things Network. Subscribe to everything. All
including
of it.
you. We had to say it the right way, Tom.
Join us next time.
YouTube.com/this is Tom's World. No
That's
apostrophe.
Right. No. Yeah. What he said.
Yes. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you all next week. Bye.
Good night, everyone.
Night.